Hello and welcome to Scooped, the ice cream review podcast where we try all the cone creations, signature slushes, and frozen foods on the East Coast to give you the ultimate scoop. My name is Holly Hagman, and with me, as always, is my co-host husband and ice cream connoisseur, Paul Percibali. Paul, what's the best part of the dessert parade?
I feel like the tip of my brain is telling me, like, I know this one.
You probably do.
It is the cherry on top.
Ooh, no.
Oh, what is it?
The ice cream float.
Oh, I like mine better.
Get it? Parade.
Oh,
float.
I get it.
You know, because that's what's in a parade.
I get it.
Are floats.
Yep.
And ice cream.
Yeah, I get it.
Are you sure?
No.
I just want to make sure that you understand here.
I guess I don't get it. Anywho.
Anyway, in our last episode, we reviewed Pliables, which we placed at the A tier level. And for this episode, we made a change in the schedule, which I hate to do. We are pivoting, as Ross would say.
You're so friended in the brain right now.
I know. I actually wrote this the other day, which is the funny part. For reference, everyone, my notes literally have in parentheses pivot joke from Friends.
Yes.
Just so that you're all aware. So when I was writing this, and we had to change the schedule because we couldn't get to the place that we were going to originally review this week in time to record and have it out on time. But we did go somewhere that we originally didn't have on the schedule because we ran into it by accident. And so that's kind of what we're reviewing today instead. So in this episode, we will be reviewing Taro Frozen Yogurt of Morristown.
Yes, and this we actually talked about this place briefly in our episode about beanies, correct?
Correct. Because we talked about the fact that Morristown's not exactly close to us. So while we were there and we happened to walk by another ice cream / frozen dessert shop, we said, well, while we're here, we might as well
get ice cream for the second time in a day.
Yes, kill two birds with one stone,
only
as they say.
It was only 2 hours after we went to Beatty's, right?
Was it that short?
Yeah.
It may have been. But we got smalls at Beanies on purpose, I remember.
Yes.
Because we saw this place when we were walking to... I'm sorry.
when
we were walking to Beanies and decided to kind of loop back around. So, anyway. Taro Frozen Yogurt. Paul, will you tell us a little bit about Taro?
Certainly, Ollie.
Ollie?
What?
Sorry, it sounded like you called me Ollie.
Oh. I guess I suck. Here at Taro Frozen Yogurt, we offer a variety of different options, including non-fat, low-fat, no-sugar-added yogurts, gelato, and non-dairy sorbet flavors, all in rotation. Our yogurts provide vital nutrients such as calcium, protein, and probiotics that are beneficial to maintaining a healthy and balanced lifestyle. Our self-service system makes the experience all the more enjoyable and creative as you dive into our endless supply of toppings and flavors to find out the perfect combination unique to you. Come stop by at Taro Frozen Yogurt to check out everything we offer from frozen. I was going to say froyo.
Well,
it's basically the same thing.
That's the idea.
From frozen yogurt and ice cream rolls to bubble tea, milkshakes, and smoothies to Japanese crepes.
Yeah, they had a lot of unique things on the menu, and I honestly, going through the menu and looking at the notes, again, getting ready to do this episode, I was filled with regret because I should have gotten something else.
Yeah, you should have.
I'm going to preface all of this by saying I did a dumb at Taro. And
Yeah,
I should have gotten...
You could have just tried mine.
I should have gotten something else. I could have tried something new and exciting, and instead I didn't. So, like, that's a whole...
And you came to regret that for multiple reasons.
Yeah, I'm full of regret for lots of reasons. But anyway...
And Benadryl.
I wish I was full of Benadryl. It would have made my life easier at the time. However, talk to me a little bit about... Because there was not a lot of info online about Taro. It's a small place. It's independently owned. It's in Morristown, and that's pretty much all we know. But according to restaurantg.com, there's a description about what Taro is in the community. So,
okay,
let's hear about that.
According to restaurantg.com, Taro Frozen Yogurt is a popular spot offering a wide variety of flavors and toppings for frozen yogurt, as well as boba tea, smoothies, and crepes. The family-owned business boasts a cozy ambiance, nice music, and clean facilities, including a spotless bathroom. And I don't know this from experience.
I feel like that is not entirely true, but...
Oh, you used that bathroom.
I did use the bathroom. It wasn't, like...
spotless?
Gross or anything, but it wasn't... I wouldn't call it spotless.
Beanies looked better.
Beanies did look better.
Friendly staff provide quick and efficient service, making it a great option for a quick frozen treat.
Did you find that the girl who helped us, did you find her friendly?
She was like she looked like she was like a teenager or a college kid or something like that, just looking to get through her job day, right?
Mm-hmm. That was the vibe I got. I wouldn't, again, these are not commentaries on the yogurt at all, but it's just, I wouldn't say the bathroom was spotless, and I wouldn't say that the staff was friendly, especially since this is one of those places where, once again, we needed a key to get in the bathroom. You can't just go to the bathroom.
Oh,
apparently.
Right. Maybe that's just a Morristown thing.
I was going to say, I don't know what's up with Morristown and their, like, gatekeeping toilets, but, like, stuff is happening there.
Hopefully not.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. Anyway, the point is, I had to ask her for the key to the bathroom, and suddenly I felt like I was in, like, middle school again, because I got this big plank with a key on it. Like, you know how you would have a hall pass with the bathroom key?
Yeah, I know exactly what I know exactly what you're talking about. As a younger
kid or whatever. So it was interesting, that's for sure. But couple more brief things about Taro. I did do some Instagram stalking to see if I could learn stuff.
Of course you did.
I have learned that their first Instagram post was from 2013.
So they've been around.
So they've been around for a while, but I don't know the exact day that they opened. And they have a few different posts with a woman I assume is the owner, but it doesn't say her name. And former governor of New Jersey, Chris Christie.
Oh.
And all of the hashtags were like, Christie loves yogurt, and like weird things. It was just very strange. But yeah, so it was... Yeah.
That's it.
I don't know if frozen yogurt is political, but it was just bizarre to me. That stood out the most in the pictures.
I bet that he just particularly likes frozen yogurt.
Maybe.
Or maybe he was in the area after some political, like...
thing and wanted
something and he went in.
I don't know.
Or maybe he's just friends with the family.
Could be. Any of that could be true, but it was just like... It was strange. There weren't that many pictures, but there were like at least 2 or 3 with Chris Christie in them. I was like, that seems like a lot.
Yes.
But, alright. So that's pretty much all we know about Taro, other than that it's in Morristown, and we stumbled upon it on our Morristown journey, which we now have updates to and can finish talking about.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it's probably, as I said, it's probably a good thing that we are doing this now so we don't forget everything we did, even though that's impossible because I have my journal.
Well, true, but still, it's important that I know what the heck we're talking about.
Yeah.
A little bit.
Mm-hmm.
So, what do we want to talk about first? Do we want to do updates or do we want to do new info?
Updates.
Updates probably make more sense.
Update what?
Well, the wallet guy messaged me back.
Oh, yeah. Start with that.
Yeah, that was like a whole adventure. So, if you weren't here and you didn't listen to episode 38, aka Beanies, then you wouldn't know that Paul and I found a wallet on the street in Morristown. And we looked high and low for the guy, and I used his ID to see if I could find him on Facebook, and I found someone with the same name, and then looked at the profile photos, and was like, oh yeah, this looks like this guy's ID. And I messaged him about his wallet twice on the 27th of April. This is when this occurred.
Right.
All right. On what day is this? Did he respond to me?
Oh, you're checking the day that he responded. Okay.
Mm-hmm. It does not say. That's weird.
You have to click. There.
And it took till May 8th. Thank you, Paul. I apparently don't know how to use my own app, but anyway.
Even though that I don't use Facebook, but yeah, go ahead.
So anyway, the wallet guy messaged me back, and he was very grateful. He said, I know I'm late. The message didn't show up in his inbox right away. But he finally answered and, just thanked us so much for returning his wallet. And specifically, he said, thank you so much. Bless you guys.
Well, that's nice.
So we got blessed.
That's cool.
By the wallet guy. So, wallet guy, if you're listening...
I don't know how he could be.
I don't either, but we appreciate being blessed, and we're glad you got your stuff back. Or I assume got his stuff back. I don't know.
Yeah.
But anyway, at least his stuff didn't get stolen, is the point.
Yeah, that's the important part.
Yeah.
It's never fun.
No. That's a bummer. But, so yeah, that was the big exciting thing. It happened over a week after the original finding of the wallet. So I was shocked and amazed. You can imagine my surprise when I opened my phone and it's the message from that guy. I went, oh, look at you.
Yes. Anyway, I figured what we should probably do is just I don't know, I guess we can continue just saying what we did before we went here. We left everyone hanging after Beanies.
Yes, because it looks like we...
A two-parter.
We left Beanies and then disappeared into the night, basically. But that's not what happened. We did other things.
I mean, one other thing. Go ahead, honey. Don't hurt me.
No one's gonna hurt you. Why did you say that?
I don't know.
Now people are gonna think I'm, aggressive.
Well, you are accusing me of weaponizing...
I didn't accuse you of weaponized incompetence. The internet accused you of weaponized incompetence.
Yeah, but you know what? That was still your story you put out.
You told me to put it out.
Sure I did. For context, me and Holly had this ridiculous situation the other day where she told me to put dishwasher detergent in the washing machine, and then I did so.
In the dishwasher.
What'd I say?
Washing machine.
Whatever. And I put detergent in the washing machine like she told me to, and then I walked away.
Because the last step... Okay, I'm going to explain this one more time, and I don't care what the internet says to me about the fact that a lot of people would interpret it the same way you did. The last step before you wash something, anything, dishes, clothes, whatever, is to add the soap. It's weird to me, as a person cleaning up the kitchen, to load detergent into the dishwasher when it is clearly full. It's not like it was empty. There were pots, pans, everything. There was no room to add more stuff. To then see that it's full, add the detergent, and be like, all right, I'm done here, and walk away.
But
that's wild and crazy behavior to me as a human. And I hear your point.
But Yeah, okay. Go ahead.
No, what's your point? Go.
No, my point is that you told me to put detergent in the washing machine. And that's all you said. You see, I'm the kind of person who always has a plan, who's always like figuring out how to set things up and do things. And because of that, I automatically assume everyone else is doing the same exact thing.
Yeah. Anyway.
So when you tell me to put detergent in the washing machine, but you don't tell me to start it, I'm like, okay, maybe she has other things she needs to put in there. And also, when I was growing up, my entire life, my family used the detergent in the compartment as an indicator to show the washing machine has not
dishwasher.
been used. Whatever. To show that the dishwasher has not been used yet. To show that it hasn't ran. So if we saw blue, then we knew that it didn't go yet. She's
Anyway, the point of the story, the reason we are even bringing this up is because
we want our listeners to also put their 2 cents in on who was weaponizing incompetence.
Well, that's not what no.
Oh. What was the point?
I was going to say is the reason you brought it up because apparently I don't know. The point is, we argued about this ridiculous thing, cackling, laughing about it the whole time, thinking it was silly. Paul suggested putting it on Reddit to see what the internet thought, and I had to turn off my Reddit notifications because I was getting, no joke, like 75 every few minutes. It was absurd. Last time I checked, it had like 250 comments and like 59,000 views and like 200 upvotes, and it was like insane. So, we'll
You're
link,
so lucky.
We'll link that here. No, I'm not. I hate it. Some of the comments are unhinged. So apparently I need to work on my anger and look inward at myself. Paul needs to not, stop using weaponized incompetence to get out of doing things, apparently. And yeah, we've learned a lot about ourselves, apparently, from strangers on the internet.
Well, the internet has projected a lot about themselves on us, is a better way of putting it.
I want you to know that in the middle of this conversation, my friend Katie texted me and said that she told her husband the story, and he's Team Holly. So, shout out to Michael. Thank you, Katie and Michael.
Yeah, thanks, Michael.
I don't know if he even listens, but anyway.
Probably not.
So, I forget where we were in the story about Morristown when we brought this up.
I don't remember either.
We did Wallet Guy updates. He got his stuff, or we presume he did, and then after Beanies and before Taro, we wandered around Morristown and did some other stuff. So why don't we want to talk about what we did?
I mean, we did the one thing, but we were there for like an hour and a half.
Yes, we did a lot of stuff at the one location.
Yes. Morristown Game Vault.
Yes, we went to Morristown Game Vault, what is Morristown Game Vault?
It's Yestercades, but Morristown colored. You laugh, but I'm telling the truth.
It's an independent arcade that has a similar setup to Yestercades, where you come in and you get a wristband, and it's based on how long you're there is how much you pay.
Yes, that is exactly right.
Yeah.
And it was fun. We went in. We played the Simpsons arcade game for
oh my god
for like a half hour.
It was endless.
It wouldn't stop, so we had to leave it. We had to leave.
We could not die, no matter how many times we actually died. Yeah,
I can't imagine anyone actually beating that game without like losing a whole lot of quarters. No. If they weren't on free play,
right? It was crazy.
And then after that, we played Overcooked, and we played Mario Kart, and I beat you. Rainbow Road and everything! Yeah!
It was the old school Mario Kart, too. It was like, what was it, 60? No.
64.
It was 64?
Yeah.
That's what I thought. I thought that, and then I was losing my confidence. But anyway, yeah, I lost at Mario Kart, guys.
Against me, the worst Mario Karter ever. Alright, I wasn't that bad. That would be saying that you're terrible, but you're not. Anywho, there was also this game where there were marbles and then holes and then a board. I don't remember what it's called. I should have taken a picture of it. It was cool.
I don't even know what you're talking about.
Don't worry about it. And then there was
I think he's making it up.
And then there was the Star Wars game. And yeah, that was okay. It's kind of bad.
I didn't see the Star Wars game.
It was in like the back corner.
Oh.
And then you found your new love.
Yeah, I'm like obsessed. So I found a game called Arkanoid, which is, for lack of a better description, very similar to Pong, where you have this like board and a ball, and you have to bounce the ball into the other shapes in the top. And yeah, if you lose your ball, then you lose a life, and you have 3 lives, and different shapes will drop power-ups as you go, and that affects how the game continues and like what you can do. Some of them make the ball move slower, some of it gives you an extra one, some of it makes your little ship thing shoot lasers, which is cool because you can get rid of more blocks. But anyway, point is, I got hooked once I was on this machine. I could not stop, and then I went home and wanted to check and see if it was available on the Switch.
And it was.
And I have it, and I've played it at home too.
Also, while she was, getting addicted, I played Super Smash Bros. Melee on a GameCube they had, and this Melee sweat comes over and kicks the ever-loving junk out of my Mewtwo that I was just messing around with.
I feel like we're gonna need to put subtitles on what you just said so that our audience knows what on earth you're saying.
Alright, so basically, I'm a Smash Brothers player. I'm very good. I used to play Melee, but I never played competitively. I didn't really start caring until Brawl, and I'm an excellent Ultimate player, but I'm not that great at Melee. And anyone who knows about Super Smash Bros. Melee knows that there's a very low skill floor and an endlessly high skill ceiling. I'm all the way on the floor in terms of skill. The guy who came up to me and saw me playing was like, "Hey, can I jump in?" And I was like, "Yeah, sure." He's in the clouds, and he kicked the ever-loving junk out of me. It was I can't believe you didn't see that game.
I didn't. I was busy. I was really locked into my own game.
Have you seen a competitive Melee?
No.
I'll show you later. I'll show you exactly what happened to me.
Okay.
And you'll realize why I walked away after one game.
I was going to say, you weren't playing very long, and I don't know what occurred, but...
I played one round. That was enough for me to know this is not fun. I'm going now.
Interesting.
Too bad it wasn't Ultimate. I could have whooped him so hard.
Well, next time, perhaps.
Yawn?
I was trying to do it quietly so that I wouldn't distract from the episode.
Well, too late.
And then you pointed it out.
Yeah.
Too late for me.
Anywho, after I got my butt handed to me by the Melee sweat, then I was like, okay, we're going, honey, let's go, bye. And then we went across the street and we went to Taro Frozen Yogurt. The whole reason that we're here making this episode.
Exactly. So, at this point, since we're talking about the frozen yogurt shop, we should probably talk about the frozen yogurt and their other signature dishes. So, take it away.
Oh, okay.
Now, here's the thing. This is going to look like a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
You don't have to read all the flavors.
I don't plan to.
But I just wanted to include that in the notes so you can highlight maybe a couple that sound interesting.
Yes, I was about to say, I know that I need to practice reading, but this is not how I planned on doing it.
Yeah.
So, in terms of frozen yogurt, they have flavors such as alpine vanilla, apple pie, graham cracker, mint chocolate chip, island banana, interesting, pistachio, toasted marshmallow, marrow.
Marshmallow.
Yeah, it's made out of
Bone marrow.
It's made out of the marrow that they pull out of the marsh.
Yikes.
All right. Berry strawberry, dulce de leche, peanut butter, and original tart. And there's like 5 times the amount I just said. I'm just not reading them all. And they also have sorbet.
Mm-hmm.
So they have things like berry acai sorbet.
Are you kidding me?
Acai. ACAI.
The Pliables people are gonna come get you, I swear.
The Pliables ninjas?
Yep. Acai.
Oh, right. Cool story, bro. They have things like raspberry sorbet, watermelon sorbet, pineapple sorbet, pistachio gelatos, and hazelnut gelato, and vanilla custard.
Mm-hmm. So in addition to regular frozen yogurt and the sorbets, they have occasionally some gelato and custard flavors, hence why it says sorbets/other.
And now, the toppings and sauces, which, oh my god, there's so many.
It was endless. Like, literally just...
Not as much as the Froyo Cafe, though.
It was pretty substantial for
a
small shop. It was a small shop.
Froyo Cafe was about the same size, though.
You think? I thought Froyo Cafe's bigger.
This place was just thinner. But it's the weight distributed. Not the weight, but the size, the way the size was distributed.
The shape of the building?
Yeah, I think they were about the same. So, I don't want to be here all night, so I'm just going to do some of the toppings and sauces. So, crushed peanuts, M&M's, Sour Patches, Swedish Fish, Kit Kats, carob chips, whatever that is, Reese's Cups, leche, jelly. You know what? I'm doing this. Watch me, honey.
Oh, no.
I'm going to give you guys the whole scoop on the toppings. Crushed peanuts, cocoa chips, Butterfingers, crushed Oreos, M&M's, Sour Patches, almonds, granola, health bars, Swedish Fish, gummy bears, coconut flakes, Reese's Pieces, Kit Kats, sea salt caramel cups, carob chips, NSA PB cups, Choco pretzels, Reese's Cups, fudge brownies, wet walnuts, lychee, jelly, pistachio cherry, strawberry, cookie dough, mango bobas, strawberry bobas, kiwi, mangoes, marshmallows, mochi, blueberry, pineapple, banana, cocoa sprinkles, rainbow sprinkles, cocoa crunch, graham cracker crumbs, fruity pebbles, Captain Crunch, Reese's Puffs, Fruit Loops, cinnamon toast, chocolate, caramel, peanut butter, raspberry, marshmallow, Nutella, hot fudge, and honey.
At the end, you started getting into like a rhythm. It sounded like a rap.
Yes.
Chocolate, caramel, peanut butter, raspberry. Like, I don't know. It was just the...
We should turn this into a challenge.
That was so funny to me.
But, yeah, they have a lot of flavors, and I thought the only way of actually expressing that was to legitimately say everything on the list. I hope you enjoyed that.
Yeah, so there were a lot of toppings.
Yeah, you're talking for the rest of this episode. I'm done.
That seems fair. And for the record, carob chips are similar to a chocolate chip, but they have a distinctive nutty flavor.
Yum.
For the record. Because carob is the product of a Mediterranean tree. Anyway, I'm just, Google.
Yes.
But in addition to all of that, as if all that wasn't enough, they also have some unique, more like Asian-inspired things you can have. Treats. Like bubble tea, regular milkshakes, and fruit smoothies. And then the fun things that are really cool that I should have gotten and didn't, and I regret it. Ice cream rolls, which are, and we'll include photos of what these look like. They're these like rolled pieces of ice cream that you basically spread on a cold slab.
They're like burrito
and then
looking,
roll
right?
them. Yeah, they look like little. They're rolls of ice cream. It's really cool. I feel like it would be texturally interesting, and they make little sundae things out of them with the different rolls and then certain toppings and whatever. They also had Japanese crepes, which are exactly what it sounds like, a Japanese crepe, and
there were some kids sitting next to us eating those.
Yeah, filled with something, cream.
They look pretty.
And fruit and stuff. They were very pretty. Yeah. So Taro's got a lot to offer, even though it's kind of small. And as per usual, at this type of establishment, I get overwhelmed with my choices and panic. So that is what occurred at the Taro for me. So
you gotta stop with that.
I know. So I ordered, assembled, because it was self-serve.
Yes. I love self-serve places.
For myself, I got 2 different yogurts, and I put them in the same cup. I got the espresso frozen yogurt and the sea salt caramel pretzel yogurt. And then, ironically enough, they came out of the little dispenser. They were identical in color. After it melted together in a moment, I couldn't tell what was what. It was kind of insane. But it was kind of funny that way too. And then of the toppings that were listed, I added to my bowl chocolate-covered pretzels, Oreo crumbs, cookie dough bites, drizzled peanut butter, and Nutella.
Mm-hmm.
So,
that's and how did you like it, Holly?
Yeah.
Wow, you really do hate frozen yogurt, don't you?
It's not my favorite. I mean, I liked it. It was good in the sense that, I tasted the yogurts by themselves before I mixed in my toppings. And I enjoyed the espresso a little more than the sea salt caramel, just because I didn't taste much salt, to be honest. It was good.
It's probably, soaked up in the yogurt itself.
Maybe. I liked the espresso one. I thought that was yummy. The other one was just okay. And then the toppings were fine. I was excited about the Nutella. And I love chocolate-covered pretzels, but mine were a little stale.
Rip.
Yeah. So, I don't know. It was okay. It was, as the kids would say, mid.
Wow.
I know.
Yeah, I think in general, you just don't like things that are tart.
This wasn't tart, though.
Oh,
mine was tart.
Was
very sweet.
Yeah, mine was tart.
It just was not that exciting.
Wow.
I know. And I really enjoyed my yogurt at Froyo Cafe. I loved their thing that I had there.
Okay.
This was just okay.
Well, I guess I enjoyed mine a little bit more. So, I had 2 different flavors mixed together because I wanted to try as much as possible. I went with the very strawberry and vanilla. That was 2 of the things mixed from the soft serve machine.
Oh, so technically you got 4 flavors.
Yes. And then I got the Euro Tart and Valencia Orange.
Wow.
I think I liked the Valencia Orange a little bit more than the very strawberry.
Why?
It just tasted better.
Okay.
I'm guessing the people that were there, at the time that we showed up, knew what they were doing because all of them got the Valencia Orange.
Oh, all of them did?
All of them did, along with the Euro Tart mixed in with it. So I'm guessing they knew what they were doing, and it seems like they did.
Okay.
And I also got multiple different types of bobas, so strawberry bobas and kiwi bobas. And little bits of tiny mochi mixed in. And it was good. I think, I really, honest to God, think that bobas are going to be one of the new things to put in ice cream soon. You know how...
you're ahead of the curve with the trends.
I'm ahead of the curve with the trends. Boba tea becoming a big thing. I liked it before it did. And I feel like the same thing is going to happen with more ice cream places having boba just available. And also the little bits of mochi were really good. And I know that it's good, but it just surprises me each time how like pleasant the texture is in ice cream. That little bit of chewiness to it.
See, I don't like the texture of mochi. Everything
because you have bad taste.
The entire thing that you made sounds awful to me. Like, not awful.
And it almost killed you.
But I wouldn't enjoy it. Now, I did taste a bite of your stuff. And I don't know if it was from the yogurt or if it was one of the toppings or what. But, I had some sort of allergic reaction to something in that bowl because on our drive home
while you were driving
from Morristown, while I was driving, my throat and ears were just so ungodly itchy. I'm getting itchy now thinking about it. That I was like physically uncomfortable and I had to keep asking Paul for water. And he was like, do you want me to drive? Like, should I be worried? And I'm like, no, this has happened before. Because as we all know by now, I'm allergic to bananas. And I was like, I wonder if something was cross-contaminated.
I bet you they were.
Or, like, had banana in it. Because it was the entire reaction reminded me of, like, I feel like I just ate an entire banana.
And you only had a tiny bite.
Correct.
Imagine if you had more.
No. I do not want to imagine that.
Yeah. I would have had to drive you to the hospital.
Yeah, for real.
So that was fun.
It was something else.
I bet you that it was a cross-contamination thing. That's my best guess.
Probably. Because otherwise it wouldn't make any sense.
Right. You don't have problems with kiwis or strawberry or oranges.
No. And then the week after, we made like that fruit tart for Mother's Day, and I had kiwi and strawberry on that, and it was fine. Yeah,
I'm telling you, it was cross-contamination. It's hard to like control that sort of thing when it's self-serve.
Self-serve. It's true. That's true. I'm not saying it's their fault.
But we are suing them. No, we're not. Don't worry.
I knew you were going to say that.
Yeah, we're not suing anyone. Please don't hurt us, Mr. Taro Frozen Yogurt or Miss Taro Frozen Yogurt. They're going to send the yogurt ninjas after us.
Oh my god, we have to watch out for ninjas.
We got to worry about the Dairy Queen ninjas, the Dippin' Dots ninjas, the Magnificos ninjas, the Pliables ninjas.
Well, the Dippin' Dots ninjas shouldn't talk to us. We didn't really review them.
The Mini Melts ninjas.
Yeah. One day we have to try actual Dippin' Dots.
They'll come together for the sake of ruining us, just because that they both have a stake in the this whole thing.
Perhaps. But anywho, is it that time?
I guess it's that time, yeah. I feel like we spoke like half of this whole podcast on just what we were doing that day as opposed to actually reviewing it. And then I broke into a rap, and then it went crazy from there.
Yeah, another cat screaming in the distance.
Yeah, it is. But luckily, it doesn't matter because we're not doing audiobooks right now. So, you cat bastard. All right, let's move on.
So, time for us to review the tier list so we can place this somewhere. Currently, our standings are as follows. In the S tier, we have Allstead Farms, Frozen Flavors, Ice Cream Monster, Milkcraft, Surreal Creamery, Ryan's Homemade Ice Cream, Mystic Drawbridge, Friendlies, and The Baked Bear.
And in the A tier, we have Nicholas Creamery, and that's definitely going up soon. Gabriel's Fountain, Pliables, Strollo's Lighthouse, Uncle Luigi's, Beanies, Sweet Ice Creamery, Sunday Afternoon, Hip, Sundays, Carvel, I ran out of breath, Holy Cow, Coney Waffle, Smoothie King, and Frozen Yo Cafe. Stop laughing at me.
I can't. It's just off the rails. In the B tier, we have Ralph's Famous Italian Ice, Baskin Robbins, Ben & Jerry's, What's the Scoop, Pinkberry, Haagen-Dazs, Duck Donuts, and Jersey Freeze.
In the C tier, we have Rita's, Crazy's, Cold Stone Creamery, Shake Shack, Dairy Queen, and Sonic.
And in the D tier, we have Magnificos and Mini Melts.
Yeah. The D is for, definitely look at those guys if we disappear.
That was clever.
Yes. All right. So, what the hell? What did I... Oh, wait, no. What did I do with my phone? I guess it doesn't matter. All right, so, honey, what do you think? I personally think, myself, that it is basically... If we're judging them based on ice cream alone, I would probably say that this... And products, like edible products... That this place is like one step above the Frozen Yo Cafe.
Above?
I'm only saying that because they have like things like crepes and sorbets and gelatos.
Yeah, but we didn't try any of that.
Yeah, I guess that's true. I don't know. What's your opinion then?
I was gonna say, like, at the end of B after Jersey Freeze.
Wow. I mean, they did almost kill you, so I can understand.
Alright, hang on. It was just okay. I mean,
I think it was at least better than Pinkberry. Or at least the one place that we went to that had Pinkberry ice cream. But it's hard to say because we've never been to an actual Pinkberry store.
Yeah. So, if we were going to meet in the middle, right? Like, hypothetically, I would want it here. You would want it up here.
I'd still say it's better than Ben & Jerry's.
That would leave... Okay, you can just...
This is where our marriage ends, I guess. You can
just get out. Take your dishwasher detergent and leave.
I'll take all the dishwasher detergent, honey. And then anytime you buy more, I'll break it and steal it.
Good. Won't matter because you don't hit the start button anyway. I don't think it's better than Ben & Jerry's. I'm sorry. I can't. I could live with it being above What's the Scoop, but
Which one's What's the Scoop? Again?
Metuchen.
Oh, all right. Yeah, I'll... Okay, fine. That's actually okay with me.
So after Ben & Jerry's?
Before What's the Scoop.
Okay. Cool.
That works for me.
Sounds good. Alright, look at us.
Yes. I for some reason I thought this episode was going to last much longer.
How long have we been going?
42 minutes.
That's pretty long, considering we didn't have a lot of info about the shop.
Yeah, we just talked more about me getting my butt handed to me and you going into anaphylactic shock.
I didn't go into anaphylactic shock.
I know, I'm kidding.
You gotta, I feel like you can't jinx me with that, because it would be really scary.
Yeah. Well, we've been together now for, 9 years, right?
Dang.
We've been together 9 years, and I've only seen you have 2 allergic reactions, and one of them was self-imposed because you were testing how you would react to watermelon, and then you downed a whole bunch of Benadryl and passed out.
That's true. That did happen, because I miss watermelon.
I know.
Sad.
It's a sad world that you have to live in.
It really is. Alright. Thanks, everyone, for listening to episode 40 of Scooped Podcast. As per usual, if you haven't already done so, please be sure to harass the people in your life to follow us on Instagram and YouTube and Spotify and all the social medias. Make sure that they follow, like, and subscribe so you can always know where to go for your Frozen favorites. And if you are able to financially contribute, you can always donate to our Ko-fi account so we can continue going to all kinds of really interesting ice cream locations and tell you about them.
Giving them the scoop.
And as usual, the best way to support us is by tuning in, so be sure to do that next week for our very first review of an ice cream truck.
Yes. Yes, and we'll give you the whole story about how that went while we were over there.
Mm-hmm. And we will have the info for you next week.
All right. Thanks for listening.
Bye.